Hi everybody, it's Honest John. Up until Ronald Reagan took office, there were the rich, there was the middle class, which was large and prosperous, and we had the working poor and, of course, the dirt poor. All except the rich were better off then than they are now. Oh, the rich were comfortable, they didn't have any problems, they were rich. But the income of all classes was growing at about the same rate. Rich, poor, middle class. Then Ronald Reagan simplified the tax code. What this basically was a huge gift to the rich. Everybody else did get a tax cut, a teeny weeny little tax cut. But this exploded the deficit. And so Reagan found himself needing to raise taxes, which he did 11 times during his administration. And some of those raises did fall on the rich, but the majority fell on the middle class. This started a pattern of increasing the burden on the poor and the middle class, which continues today. Reagan also went to war with unions, and so did the Republican Party, and the Democrats cooperated with all of it. Despite the support they got from unions, they've never had the spine to fight for them. As a result, the war against the unions has been very successful. Unions are a shadow of what they used to be. The number of union workers is declining every year. And so are our salaries. See, executive pay and the income the owners of companies are getting is skyrocketing. But worker pay is flat and even declining. Because if you don't have a union to represent you, then it's the company that decides what you'll get paid and what your working conditions will be, and you will have no say in it. All of you people who proudly say that you are from a right-to-work state, you're gay. Because you love taking it up the ass. And I have nothing against homosexuals. I think homosexuals should have equal rights, but I just think you should stop pretending that you're gay. At the same time, both parties were hiding stuff in the tax code that benefits only their rich friends. But now, with the economic situation the way it is, all that stuff is kind of coming out into the light. And people don't like it. We've learned that money is being taken out of the pockets of people who need every penny they can get their hands on and given to people who don't need it. See, here's the deal. Every tax loophole for the rich, every subsidy for the giant corporations, every classification that allows the rich to pay less on their income than the rest of us do on ours is a secret tax on the rest of us. It means roads and bridges aren't going to get fixed. It means your kid's not going to get as good an education as he should get because there aren't going to be as many teachers and as much stuff for them to work with. It means there are fewer cops to patrol, fewer firemen to come in an emergency, fewer nurses to take care of us. And it means you can forget about going back to work anytime soon. And that's why the people are in the streets. The Occupy Wall Street movement is a last-ditch attempt to change these things peacefully. And you know, just like the Arab Spring, in some cases it has been met with violence. How'd that work out in Libya? So all of you who are now putting the rich ahead of the rest of us, all of the GOP candidates, Paul Ryan, Eric Cantor, John Boehner, you better stop and think. The American people have had it up to here. Do you really believe that what happened to Muammar Gaddafi can't happen to you? Thanks for listening.